Good morning, guys, and welcome to your cryptocurrency report for this Monday, March 25th, 2019. Listen, I'm glad to have all you guys here. And cryptocurrency right now, let's get in there and let's open up the charts and take a look at what's going on. First thing we want to take a look at is Bitcoin on Bitcoin Wisdom. And you know what we see here, basically, is a long straight line, just it going sideways. Now, it should be obvious to everybody out there that's into cryptocurrency that I've given it a 50-50 chance right now of going up or going down. I mean, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I don't know which way it's going to go at this point. It's just going sideways, but it's getting ready. It's setting itself up to either go up or down. This is... I know all these guys do technical analysis through the yin-ya, and some of them are saying it's going to go up, and some of them are saying it's going to go down. They're doing their technical analysis like crazy, but they all come to the same conclusion that I've come to right now, that we don't know. The bears now, though. The bears, I can tell you one thing for sure, that the bears are starting to get exhausted at this point. The bears, and so... I don't see any massive movements to the downside that'll break through resistance. I don't see that coming, you know? And so the upside potential now at this point, I think, outweighs the downside risk. That much I can tell you. Let's get right on here and take a look at some articles about cryptocurrency. I hate it when a page takes a long time to load. This article is Bitcoin can surmount to $8 trillion gold. In other words, it can pass gold's $8 trillion mark. And you know, I have to agree with this article, and I think it's going to. But you got to understand something. By the time Bitcoin gets to the point where it surmounts the 8 trillion gold's not going to be at 8 trillion anymore. Gold's going to be many multiples higher again than that. But what we're looking at is a dollar that's losing value. And that's why this game that the Federal Reserve is playing and the world central banks are playing can only move in one direction: to expand the monetary base. In other words, to create more money. That's the only thing that they can do. That's the only direction that they can move in. They can't possibly let everything fold up into a crisis, because this would affect them. If everything folded into a deflationary crisis, they wouldn't be able to pay out all those Social Security checks. And believe me, they're going to pay them. They're going to continue to pay all your Social Security checks and more, a lot more, probably universal basic income and everything else. They're going to pay all these social programs, but they're going to pay them in dollars that are valued much less than they are now. And so you're going to see at that time, this is going to be rocket fuel for gold prices. So you're going to see gold prices moving up from that $8 trillion mark. But I think that cryptocurrency is still going to pass gold, ultimately. I think Bitcoin itself, just alone, all by itself, is going to surpass gold. Even though gold's value is going to be extremely amount higher than it is now, that 8 trillion mark. So what we're looking at is a money transfer, a transfer of wealth from certain asset classes where the money is being held now over into new asset classes. And this could create tremendous disruption within the system. So anyway, it says, Mike Novats, longtime Bitcoin bull, sat down with Morgan Creek's Anthony Pomp for the renowned Off-Chain podcast. He said right here, he says he argues that the journey could occur over a 20-year period rather than a 1 or 2 year period. Now, I think it's actually going to happen a lot faster. I think we're looking at more like a 5-year period of this being completed, to where this is going to be a bad thing for you crypto holders. I'm going to explain to you why. An awful lot of people that watch my channel, they're like me. You're not wealthy. I'm not wealthy. You're not wealthy, but you got a little bit of cryptocurrency. You got a little bit of Bitcoin put away, you know? And the thing is what's going to happen is something that's going to be very, very nasty is going to happen to all of us, me included. Bitcoin's going to surge up to huge high prices, and you're going to be awful tempted to clean out your wallet and sell it at the highs, you know, rather than keep it all the way through until it finally comes to its status of world reserve currency. And you're going to be kicking yourself because, say Bitcoin goes up to $100,000, and you sell what you got in your wallet. Later, 5 years later, you'll be kicking yourself. You'll say, I could have been super rich if I hadn't have sold that for like prematurely. So this is a problem that's going to be coming for crypto bag holders. Now let's take a look at this article here. How blockchain is becoming the 5G of the payment industry. And it's making inroads. New blockchain-based financial networks like the one launched by IBM next week will enable faster, more transparent cross-border payments and eventually become the platform for retail and other consumer transactions. As more blockchain-based payment networks and fiat-based digital currencies, including the one from the largest U.S. bank, emerge, experts and analysts are predicting a sea of change for the financial service industry. I think you're starting to see growth consensus, says Mike Sever, a partner who works in the technology group of the New Jersey-based law firm Lowenstein Sanders LLP. I do quite a bit of fintech, and I can tell you my clients, the banks, are inherently conservative, at least the large ones. But once they see other banks adopt new technologies, you'll see it snowball. Other banks will often join on in a pretty quick fashion. On the heels of JP Morgan and Chase creating its own stablecoin token for the use on blockchain distributed ledgers, IBM last week launched its own blockchain WorldWire, which will enable banks to transfer tokens and cryptocurrency in near real time, cutting out banking intermediaries and lowering capital costs and clearing fees. The distributed ledger technology network will initially enable cross-border payments and settlements based on Stellar Protocol, decentralized payment networks that use its own cryptocurrency, Stellar and Lumens. While the IBM network will support XLM, it'll primarily use stablecoins backed by one-for-one by the US dollar and other national currencies. Okay, so we see that going on. Cryptocurrency update here. Another article. Cryptocurrency market update. Western Union partners with Thunes to leverage Stellar technologies. The global payment behemoth Western Union is reported to have signed a partnership agreement with blockchain fintech startup referred to as Thunes, according to a report published by FinExtra on March 21st. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Western Union, they charge a huge cut in order to transfer your money to some other country or whatever, you know. And the thing is I can see them wanting to get on this, jump on this bandwagon, and lower their costs of transferring money, because the way they've done it all the way up till now, Western Union, is they act as a third party, and they have to verify transactions and so on. This will enable them to make ultra high-speed transactions across country, and they're looking at this as a cheaper way of actually moving your money. I wonder if they'll lower the price for us as a consumer. Guess what? I doubt it. They're probably going to keep our price high while their price moves down to transfer money by using blockchain technologies. This is probably what I think is going on with all of this. Western Union and these other money transfer services, Western Union probably being the biggest one, they all charge they're all vying for your business. And the reason why it's a damn good business, they get to keep a giant cut of your money. Listen, thank you guys for listening to this Bitcoin market report, and stay tuned. We'll be coming in again with another market report, and we're trying to keep up to date on the latest things that are happening in the cryptocurrency world. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. You guys have a nice day, and get out there and enjoy the springtime. Springtime's starting. We got it all happening. The sun's starting to come out now. Even up here in Canada, the snow is starting to retreat and thaw. I noticed in the yard the ground is getting squishy, and there's a lot of mud and stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.